Hi students, welcome to Bosco Campus Vision. In today's session, let me talk about Panini and his contribution to linguistics. Panini was an ancient Sanskrit philologist, grammarian and a revered scholar in ancient India. Panini is known for his text Ashtadhyayi. He gives a scientific analysis of the structure of Sanskrit in his Ashtadhyayi, a monumental work of human intelligence in the words of Leonard Bloomfield. His grammar represents a mathematical model of linguistic description, and it has been acclaimed as both a generative and an analytical grammar. In the phonological system adopted by Panini, he operates with set of sounds that are homogeneous with one another. According to Panini, a sound is said to be homogeneous with another if it is produced with the same articulatory effort, Sanskrit term prayatna, and at the same place of production in the oral cavity, Sanskrit term sthana, as that sound. In his phonological system, for the production of stops, the articulator makes full contact at the place of production. For semi-vowels, there is slight contact, and in the production of vowels, there is no contact at all. Classification of vowels or swara. According to Panini, vowels enter into three sets by virtue of their length differences. Short vowels Hraswa, long vowels Dirgha or extra long vowels. Pitch properties of vowels specify three other classes. High-pitched vowel Udatta, low-pitched vowel Anudatta, and one that has a combination of these properties, Swarita. A Swarita has a high-pitched segment at its beginning with its remainder low-pitched. Depending on their length and phonological environment, vowels belong to two other classes. A short vowel has the class name Lekhu unless it is followed by a consonant cluster, in which case it is called Guru instead. A long vowel also has the class name Guru. Stops are divided into 5 classes of 5 each, and these groups are referred to by compounds with varga as follows. Karaka theory. The Karakas are recognized by most scholars as basic semantic notions that pivot sentence constructions. They are similar to the case roles or relations proposed in the case grammars. Case is an important grammatical category associated with nouns and pronouns. It indicates the relation of a noun or pronoun to other words in a sentence. Traditional grammarians use the following cases. Nominative or subjective case. When a noun or pronoun is used as the subject of a verb, it is said to be in the nominative or subjective case. For example, consider the sentence, Meera works hard. The noun Meera is the subject of the verb works. So we can say that Meera is in the nominative case. Accusative or objective case. When a noun or pronoun acts as the direct object of a verb or a preposition, it is said to be in the accusative or objective case. Dative case. When a noun or pronoun occurs as the indirect object of a verb, it is said to be in the dative case. Genitive or possessive case. The form of a noun or pronoun which conveys the idea of possession or some intimate relationship is called the genitive or possessive case. Locative case. Locative case indicates a location. It corresponds roughly to the English prepositions in, on, at, and by. Instrumental case. Instrumental case is used to indicate that a noun is the instrument or means by or with which the subject achieves or accomplishes an action. Panini identifies 6 karagas corresponding to 6 cases: the nominative, accusative, dative, instrumental, locative, and ablative. This is how Panini defines the 6 karagas. Karta or agent. This is equivalent to subjective or nominative case. Karma, that which is designed by the agent. This is equivalent to the accusative notion. Karana, instrumental. This is equivalent to the instrumental notion. Sampradana, one whom the agent has in view in the act of giving something. This is equivalent to the dative notion, which signifies a recipient in an act of giving or similar acts. Abadana, movement from a point or place. This is equivalent of the ablative notion, which signifies a stationary object from which a movement proceeds. Adikarana, the locus of action. This is equivalent to the locative notion. So, these are the 6 karagas identified by Panini. Here comes the question for you. Please do answer the question. Thank you so much for paying attention.